This is a great idea by Ark. I saw this land on my feed because I am subscribed to the man. And he asked Dr. Disrespect about Star Citizen, right? So what did he do this week? He asked Summit1G. Now I wanna see what's happening here. Ark, you got something here, bro. Keep it up.
Hey citizens, it's me again. In one of my latest videos, we heard from Dr. Disrespect about his thoughts on the Star Citizen project.
Hey Doc, what are your thoughts on Star Citizen, says Ark with a 666.
And today I tuned in early to catch a Summit1G stream where we asked him the same question.
What is Ark doing?
Is
Ark just like spamming these streamers? Like, what do you think of Star Citizen? What do you think of what do you think of Star Citizen? Hey, what do you think of Star Citizen? Ark, do it. Spam the entire Twitch platform and YouTube platform. Spam every famous streamer and ask them about Star Citizen. This is your new mission, Ark. You have got a secret sauce here. It's interesting. You can put it on chicken.
Played the game before, so it was going to be interesting to see what he thought about the project, coupled with his experience of it. Fantastically, Summit talks about Burks and also another mystery Star Citizen streamer he doesn't mention by name, but he does describe that someone having long black hair and a hat. I have a sneaking suspicion I know who that could be, but why don't you tell me who you think that could be down in the comments below? Let's roll the
Who has long black hair and a hat?
On Star Citizen?
Who has long black hair and a hat? I don't know the streamer. Red. Who has long black hair and a hat? It looked like Triple H. Is Triple H streaming now? Man, times are rough for Triple H, man. Could be me wearing a wig. Right. Now I'm curious as to who this streamer is.
Some project lately. I don't really have a thought on it. That's kind of always a game that I'm looking forward to eventually spending a lot of time in.
These streamers are really careful about how they talk about Star Citizen. I love it, man. Not any of these streamers that Ark is going to ask is ever going to answer like really simply. They're always going to be aware that there's going to be huge lashback no matter if they're pro or con against Star Citizen. It's like the worst question a streamer could ever be asked. Like he's being about as political as possible. Summit1G is trying to think of how to get out of the bedroom right now and stop streaming altogether and just go outside and touch grass, which he has not done since 2019.
A guy named Burks that I talked to and played with back in the maybe a couple years ago or something like that was kind of like reassuring me that the game will get to a playable state eventually with some updates where they had some lag issues and yada yada yada. There's some pretty detrimental bugs to that game, to its play, but once it gets to a really playable state, I'll be on that bitch.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. But everybody's just waiting around for these issues, man, to get resolved. And they're right now, they're at the rubber meets the road. I've talked about this numerous times. On stream.
We need some more goals and like things to think about. It's almost like Sea of Thieves without many goals to it. It's more like kind of go out and do your thing, but I'd almost like it to be a little bit more like Sea of Thieves where it wants to bring people together, wants to put some more points of interest on the map and stuff like that, not have lag and shit, and have some sort of something, you know, that I can sink my teeth into.
Stability. He's talking about the stability. And I
right
agree
now,
with
the
him.
way it is, it's like
he's an FPS gamer, man. He just needs stability, man. Desync is death for the type of game and genre of games that he's playing, man. He wants to hop in and do it. Same as Doc. I know Doc was. We got a lot of comments from the last video. We talked about Doc. You know, same as Doc. This genre of BRs and FPS gaming, and these guys all want this game to actually be able to be playable and have that stability that we all want. You know, they're not saying anything that we don't know.
It's so open-ended, you don't really know. There's not really much to do. That makes sense. I didn't feel like there was an incredible amount to do while I was playing it.
Yeah, like there's times where the play is actually like really nice, and you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm having this great of an experience, right? Backspace, and then there's other times where it's like completely oof, you know. So, like, for these guys, for these big streamers that play BRs and FPS versions games, there's going to be a lot of ground play. I can almost guarantee you most of these guys playing are going to be on the ground, like Rexzilla and others. That's why Rexzilla left, you know? The stability wasn't there.
We can kind of maybe do a bounty thing, right? We hunt down a ship. We can go to the ground. I like doing the ground stuff. I like
Is that what he does after his stream fingers is stare in the mirror?
And going into the underground bases. I like that Mass Effect shit. You know what I'm saying? I've never really been good at piloting stuff, so I don't really only want to do like flying around space and shooting at each other with spacecrafts and stuff. I would also like to.
But that's the cool thing about Star Citizen. There's so many different versions of gameplay in this. You know that is covering everything. It's the everything game. You know, I say this all the time. The reason why Star Citizen is successful is it has every game loop known to man in it. It's because it's the everything game, man.
You know, more stuff to do on the ground. Which, you know,
I wish Trip was here from.
I don't know if there is better
from Predator to see all this.
For the most part, it was like, you can kind of hit these like little underground, like
our boy Donnie's on the team on the Theaters of War team.
You know, do more with that. I don't know. Basically, I'll eventually play it, and I think I will have a good time eventually on it. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of up my alley, but at the same time, you know, missing the mark for me a little bit. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that does. But make a lot of sense.
I think it's a like overall.
It's a good answer, Art. God, Jesus, good job, Art.
We're talking about Marauders. No, we're talking about. I don't know why I can't remember the name. Star Citizen. I got it. Yeah, super cool answer. Summit versus a really cool creator. Yeah,
I like that Ark is doing this. This is pretty good. You get in perspective from the larger streamers about Star Citizen. It's not as all bad as everybody thinks it is. Like 90% of the clickbait Star Citizen videos are about how it's a scam and everything. Then you go over here and Ark's asking these big streamers about what they think of Star Citizen. And look, it's not nearly as bad as like what everybody's clicking into. Boy, look at that.
He was a really good guy, man. He was showing me around, and yeah, man, he'll be my first hit when we go back. Basically, definitely check in with him again. Oh yeah, he's the first hit. Don't you worry. There's another guy that I watched play Star Citizen. He's got like longer black hair. I think he might wear a hat. Don't get me wrong, I don't do it all the time. But when I do find myself gandering on Star Citizen, that's also one of the guys I check out.
I wonder who he's talking about.
Tim-Mac played Star Citizen. He'll also be a hit then. Hell yeah.
Break. Don't click off this video. I've got something important to tell you, and I'll keep it sweet, I promise. Yeah, we're pushing for partner on YouTube here, and any engagement you give feeds the almighty algorithm.
Our algorithm is much stronger. It's spelled this way. And here's the thing. I'm not concerned about views at all. I'm just concerned about you. I don't care if I have 1 view, 10 views, 100 views, 1,000 views. I'm not even concerned about that anymore. The almighty algorithm is you, and I only care about the almighty algorithm. Yes, you're not gonna hate me. I do so much content on the channel right now. It's ridiculous. There is so much variety on the channel, and the YouTube algorithm squashes me down for it. And guess what? I don't care, because people that like me are going to bookmark the channel, and they're just going to chill out, have a good time, and watch as many things as they want on the channel. And there's a lot of things on the channel, so go check it out. By the way, we're having an amazing giveaway. And that's right. This has been sponsored by Predator Mounts. That's right. Get mounted. Get mounted with Predator Mounts here on DG316. Get yourself a nice mount. You can do anything with these mounts. I do all day and all night long. Thank you, Predator Mounts, for doing this for me. Okay, that was ridiculous.